Alright, let's talk about Arkveld. You got your ass beat in the first weekend, but now the second weekend is coming up and you want revenge. You want to take down this beast who obviously hasn't had enough sun, and you want to find out how to do so. Well, in this guide, I'll provide you with a lot of tips, tricks, and strats to take down this beast known as the White Wraith. Look, if I can kill him timed at 16 minutes 50 seconds with a lance, even though I died twice, you can do it too. So stick with me, because we got a lot to cover, or just go straight to the section you want to hear about more. After I'm done with you, we'll take you from an Arkveld chump to an Arkveld champ. I also want to point out, I'm not a speedrunner. I'm just a normal guy like you, who loves to play Monster Hunter. I do have a lot of experience in these games. I've been playing since Try, and I've played every game since, and I also play every Blaze Master weapon, to some extent. The reason I point this out is to highlight my angle for this video isn't from a speedrunner's point of view. I believe this will make it much easier for people following to digest. Once again, I'm just like you lot. Alright, let's get into this. So, what are we covering in this video? Firstly, we start with weapons available, and then we'll talk about armor, items and food prep, environmental hazards that could be useful, and then the fight itself. And then at the end, we do some live commentary on a fight that I did for the beast to show you guys what I was thinking, what I did right and what I did wrong in a given moment. And also what I could do better too. And a long way to the end, we're going to be talking about a lot of tricks and tips to help you guys out. So, let's do this. Also guys, if I get anything wrong or there's anything more you can add to this to help out other hunters, drop it down in the comments down below. It will help me learn and it helps everyone in the end, so I really appreciate it. One thing guys, when talking about weapons, I'm not going to teach how to play particular weapons, just a conversation overall of certain tips on how to go about this monster. So in the demo, as you know, there are 14 weapons available, each limited to a preset weapon for each weapon type. If you've been playing Monster Hunter for a while, you'll know that some weapons have a higher damage output than others, normally leaning towards the bows and bow guns, and in the demo, gun lance as well. I also say this to help you understand that if you feel your main is underperforming, that's fine. It's the unfortunate state of things in the current beta. That being said, I believe in sticking with the weapon you feel most comfortable with. If you don't mind changing weapons to beat this menace, then go for it. If Arkveld being defeated is your main objective, there's no reason why not. But if you're looking to conquer this demon with your main weapon, then keep at it. And there are some simple ways to improve your fight against him we'll get into later. But for now, it's important to understand your weapon, either by going into the training room and playing around with it more, or fighting other monsters on the map. I recommend Dao, as he is the toughest monster out of the remaining lot. One of the new mechanics many weapons have in this game are the offset attacks. If you're using either a greatsword, switch axe, hunting horn or hammer, you'll have an offset attack to put the monster right back on its ass. So getting this mechanic down is key. There are many wide hitting moves Arkveld uses, and if you don't have the ability to block, as in the case for 3 of those weapons, you will either need to dodge out the way or have an offset at the ready. If you have a shield, getting down your perfect parries is important. We're talking short shield, greatsword once again, lance, gun lance and charge blade. Knowing the best way to counter attack once you've gotten the parry timing down is key to maximize your efficiency. Lastly, learning how not to overcommit. Some weapons are laggier than others. Greatsword, for example, has moves that last quite a while to perform, even more so due to the fact we don't have skills to gain extra benefits from in the beta. Arkveld has a lot of wide-ranging moves. If you don't have enough time to get out of the way, you will get hit and you will die. Once again, understand your weapon is key. You don't have to perfect parry all the time or offset every move, but when you perform those actions, the more damage you deal will give you a bigger advantage. Next, armor. Now normally in Monster Hunter, you get a range of armor you can craft and equip to handle different situations. But in the beta, we don't have that luxury. In fact, there are only 4 sets of armor. Picking the right one or combination of armor pieces will increase your survivability greatly. Firstly, we got the Hope set, the starting armor you'll begin with. This gives 3 Divine Blessing, 1 Stamina Surge, and 1 Stun Resistance. Divine Blessing can be a nice skill to reduce incoming damage every once in a while. It could save your life. How good Stamina Surge is depends on your weapon. It improves the rate you gain stamina back. So think dual blades, bow, or even the lance. For those weapons, it could be useful. Lastly, Stun Resistance, which reduces the stun duration until level 3, where it negates stun altogether. Now, Stun Res isn't useful at 1. I'd say if this was a skill you ever feel like you need, it's either at 3 or leave it alone. It's best worth going for something else. Next, Chachakaba's armor set. given 3 speed eating, 1 recovery speed, and 1 stamina surge. And with at least 3 pieces, you'll have the skill Master Gatherer, which isn't a useful skill in a fight, so the set bonus isn't important. Speed eating, however, increases speed at which you consume items. This will make healing much faster, and in the end, when you think about it, the less time spent healing, the more time you can focus on dealing damage. So in the end, indirectly, it's an attack boost. Or you could just not get hit, truly the biggest attack boost there is. But that's much easier said than done. You also have speed recovery, which just increases the rate the red portion of your health recovers. Next, Doshiguma set, given 3 free meal and 2 recovery speed. 3 meal can be useful. It gives you a chance that when you've consumed an item, the use isn't counted, giving you more uses of your items. And with 2 pieces, you'll get the set bonus Powerhouse. Now this increases your attack by 10 after performing a successful Power Clash or Offset attack. So if you're planning on engaging with either of those mechanics, this will help you greatly. And at 4 pieces, it just gets stronger, giving 25 attack. As you can imagine, given the limited time on this quest, more attack equals good. There's also another group skill it gives you, Fortify, which needs 3 pieces to be activated. With it, every time you die, you gain 15% attack and defense, so pretty helpful in the long run. Lastly, we have Balahava's Armour set, which gives 3 Bombardier, 1 Stamina Surge, and 1 Stun Res. Now, Bombardier increases the damage you deal with explosive items. This is nice, but improving your barrel bomb damage isn't worth pushing for. It also comes with a set bonus, Master Mounter, making it easier to mount monsters, which can be handy. So, overall, what armor do I suggest? Well, as I said, damage is king when you have limited time of 20 minutes, so at least 2 Doshiguma's armor pieces I'd say is needed. If you feel the first level of the set bonus is good enough, that's cool, because speed eating is very important to bring too. So for comfort, I'd personally go with Doshiguma's Vambraces and Greaves, and then Chachakabra's Helm, Mail, and Coil. This way, you get speed eating free, allowing you to drink potions at an insane speed and still have 1 in 3 mil, giving you a lower chance for activation, but still something. And then 1 recovery speed to boot. But you could just go for 4 Doshiguma for the damage boost and Fortify, then mixing up the last piece with whatever you like. One last thing to add to this is Arkveld deals dragon damage when he's enraged. Doshiguma's set has the most dragon resistance in the demo, giving you a good defense boost against those attacks. So in the end, perhaps fully going for Doshiguma is for the best, but play with both and see what you prefer. Alright, with that out of the way, next we got items. Being prepared on your hunts is important, even more so when your time is limited. So remember to fully stock up before you start your quests. Here are some key items you'll be needing. You have your mega potions and normal potions. Obviously, you want to heal up when you take damage, so these are important. Honey can also be useful if you're planning on making mega potions from your potions. But to be honest, this might not be necessary. In Wilds, there is a new feature where the game will choose what is the best healing item for you to consume for your given health. Arkveld does a lot of damage, so it may be best to drink those normal potions when you're about 70% or less. If you're trying to fight them in a team, bringing life powders would be great, giving your team an AoE heal if they're in a given radius. Next, you need stamina items, and here you have rations, steaks, and even energy drinks. Rations are used to improve your maximum stamina, while steaks now in Wilds increase your maximum health alongside your maximum stamina. Next, your pods. You want flash pods, which will be useful to keep him off your ass or to stop him from running. Dung pods, just in case you need to send a monster away. And then the most important pod, the lowering pod. Now, what is the lowering pod? The lowering pod forces monsters that are shot at to follow the shooter, focusing the target on them for a given time. You will see a red line from the monster to the target, indicating who the target is. It's super useful to keep a monster from flying away or to lower it to a strategic place in the area. You can only carry 3 of them, so use them wisely. Now, there are other pods around the map I suggest you take with you when you see one. It will be important when it comes to stopping Arkveld's grab from killing you off. Next, bombs. Large barrel bombs are great for some sleep damage if you ever come across that situation. And lastly, traps and tranks. You should have plenty of shock and pitfall traps in the beta. Both work on Arkveld, so don't be afraid to use them. If you're going for a capture, however, you want to make sure to save one. Now, tranks can be made by crafting sleep herbs. If you don't have any more, there's a spot all the way to the left side outside the base camp. You can gather 2 herbs here, which should be enough for 2 tranks, and 2 tranks is enough to capture a monster. Alright, great, you're prepared. Anything else you take is up to you. But there is one last thing actually if you really want to try hard. In the beta, there aren't many ways to boost your attack, but with the heavy bowgun, there's a shot called the demon shot. There's ammo called demon ammo. If you take these with you and use the heavy bowgun to shoot these shots before you engage, you'll have a decent attack boost for a while. It's a bit tryhardy, but sometimes you need to try hard for victory. Okay, that's the items out of the way. Next, food. There isn't really much to say here, apart from remember to eat inside your tent before every quest. Eating meat gives you +2 attack. Not much, but it's something. And as you can see here, I have the dual stream giving me black belt meal. Black belt will reduce stamina drain when using certain actions like dodging or blocking. Very nice since I played the Lance. And lastly, Eastern honey for the extra elemental boost. Also very nice. Okay, next, environmental traps. There are a couple of key ones to keep aware of. Firstly, you have vine traps. You'll find them sometimes in trees around the opening areas of the map. Look out for them and try drop them on Arkveld, or you can get him to run into them. These will give you a good 8 to 10 seconds to hit him. Next, we have power toads. Near area 10, you'll see plenty of them around. You'll have many chances to get Arkveld trapped in any one of these. The more traps you use to your advantage, the better. Next, there are some thorn bushes. If the monster runs into them, they'll flinch and take some damage. Nothing major, but something to keep in mind. The biggest thing for your overall DPS though are the falling rocks. Right in front of the base, area 7, there is a boulder you can drop on Arkveld. He often runs to this area right before his turf war with Radal, so be ready for it. It deals about 464 damage, which is quite a lot. That's about 3 true charge slashes on Arkveld's head, so make sure it connects. Next after this, he often runs somewhere high in area 5. There are 3 sharp crystal pillars in this area, each one of them also doing 664 damage. If he hit all of these, plus the first boulder, that's 1,856 damage in total, a huge amount. Trust me, hitting all of these are the key to getting closer to your win. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's get into the fight. We'll start talking about some of these moves and things you can be doing to avoid or deal with them. Then after that, looking at a sample hunt of me with the gun lance, and there may be another with the charge blade. Alright, Arkveld has moves that focus either around his wings, his whips, his tail, or his head. Knowing what to punish and how to is important. This goes for future hunting too, trying to see how far you can push yourself when it comes to damage for certain moves before you get hit is the key to hunting. That way, you can have a better idea of the correct punish depending on the situation. His main points you want to target for highest damage for Bladesmaster weapons is his chains and his face. Dealing enough damage to his chains when he's in rage will also knock him out of the state, which is great. Now that we've said that, let's actually look into his moves and how to deal with them. Firstly, he has 2 different types of roars, one of which is quite fast, and if counted, you have about 4 seconds to deal damage. He then goes on to a bigger roar when he's about to go into his rage state, enabling his dragon mode. This roar lasts for about 7 to 8 seconds. Make good use of this time. One of his main attacks with his chains is him slamming down his claw, and along with that, throwing out his chains at the hunter. This can be dodged by moving to either side quite easily, or if you have a shield, consider countering it and doing damage back on his chains. For example, with the lance, I go in for a follow-up dash attack, closing in the distance and doing damage on my way to the monster. Or with gun lance, I fully unload my clip on his ass. Bear in mind, there are times when he throws out his chains one by one, so watch out for this. After you counter, you can wait just for a couple microseconds to see if he's attempting to throw his other chain. He also has an attack where he uses his whole body and tries to land on you. This can easily be dodged by moving to either side, getting slightly behind him, or countering like we said before. Now, there's a move where he drags his wings across the ground. This one is difficult to deal with. If you have time, attempting an offset attack would be great. If not, dodging to the opposite wing will keep you safe. Once again, if you got a shield, try countering. He also does a similar move, charging forward with his wings. Next, one of his signature moves where he lifts himself into the air. You want to position yourself towards the opposite side he's coming from. A single dodge in the right direction will keep you safe. After this attack, he will often start throwing out his chains. Okay, that's all the chain moves out of the way in his non-rage state. Let's talk about the head, which there's only really 2 moves, where he tries to headbutt you, doing about 1/5 of your health. If you're right under his chin, he often tries to use this move. Next, his tail. He will spin around, and if you're behind him, knocking you to the side. If you counter these or are positioned well, you should be able to handle this. He can also extend his tail to hit you. Watch out of the range, it's surprisingly long. Okay, that's basically it when it comes to the moves. And when he's in rage, he does similar things, but mostly with the addition of dragon damage. When throwing out his chains, he throws them out in twos and then another pair of two to the sides. These can catch you off, but if you're positioned correctly, you should be able to dodge them or counterattack. One thing to be careful of, there are times when he uses these moves, and if you're positioned in line of fire of both attacks, you will then have to block both of them. Just be careful that you have enough stamina to do that. One of his most iconic moves is a very aggressive one where he lunges at you with his wing filled with dragon energy. The best way to dodge this is to run backwards, or if you want to close the distance, dodge towards the wing who isn't leading the attack. To be honest, that goes for a lot of what he does. Just go to the opposite side of the position the attack is coming from. Then lastly, his big AoE move. This one is pretty bad. It's also blockable and easy to close the distance. And once you're in, you get about 8 seconds or so to do all the damage you like, so throw out your heaviest moves. Also note, during this time, his chains are weak point, so use that to your advantage with focus strikes. This happens a lot when he throws out his chains. Learn when these times are and you'll do great. Oh yeah, there's one more move I forgot about. His grab. He does this weird spinning grab move with his chains, and if you get grabbed, try to stab him as fast as possible. You should be able to break out at least on the first time. After that, it may be best to shoot him in the face with slinger ammo. This will force him to drop you. So remember, your slinger ammo is important. You can also flash him if you're out of slinger ammo. And with that, yeah, that's pretty much the fight. So how about next, we go into some gameplay of me killing him with the charge blade. Alright guys, well here we are. Me using charge blade. I don't normally use charge blade. It's not one of my main weapons. Definitely in the beta. This is my first time fighting with charge blade in the beta, and I've decided to stick with just charge blade right now. If you want gun lance, I'll do it in another video. Just let me know down below. Obviously, this is a pre-recording. I'm just talking over the gameplay that happened in the game, but I've muted myself, so you're not going to hear me in the actual game itself. Just in this post content. Okay, going in for the sneak attack. You see that? Good, like 130 damage, which is a good start. Whenever you can get sneak attack, just get it. It's just so much boost in damage. Okay, I tried to block that. Obviously, that's unblockable. Not a good idea. You either dodge it or, well, just try to stay away from it. Luckily, I can just keep stabbing him. Just remember that. And yeah, like I was saying, I'm not much of a charge blade main, and I barely fought any monsters with charge blade in demo. My first time fighting this guy, so definitely not great there. But that was a good power clash. Trying to get below him, underneath him. Yep, very poor. Great, but a turnaround. Counter? Nope. See, all that missed out damage I could have had. That roar takes quite a while to get to. Okay, nope, he missed me. I couldn't get a counter there. But counter. SAD. And there we go. A nice stun. Right in the head. That was a lot of damage. If you get enough SADs off, this guy's dead. Trust me. Okay, AD. Hit. Good damage. I don't mind that I took damage for it though. At least we traded. Okay, whoa, whoa. Oh, that was lucky. Don't think it was after me. I think it was after Chives. SAD, probably badly. Yeah, bad idea. I should have gone for the AD. Much safer. Definitely in that situation. You see what I mean by overcommitting? You gotta watch out for overcommitting. Definitely the bigger attacks and the big weapons in general. Charge blade, switch axe, great sword. Watch yourself. Gun lance even. Perfect parry. Nice. Nice AD, but I got grabbed. And he dropped me. Oh, okay. These guys interrupted him. Nice, nice. Alright, get him, boys. Team up on Arkveld. Nice. You see what happens? If you hit his wings enough, he'll get knocked out of the state. And his chains will retract. Keeping up higher health than 70% is useful because, well, he does a lot of damage and I don't want to die. So where he's running to now, there is a vine trap. Let's see if I actually use it. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Something. We can get another sneak attack, but I didn't go for it. See, the hit I got was 15. I literally lost 115 damage there just because of that. And that was poor. There was so much time to parry that. And poor little creatures, all of them died. Yep, you see that delay that he did. Go watch out for that. Okay, here's the big move. Going to give me a lot of time. And you see that Dust of Given's might only just ran out. Here we go. Nice one. Yeah, Dust of Given's might only just ran out. So it lasts for quite a while because that power class was quite a while ago. Nice attack. Good damage out. As long as I can heal up, everything's fine. Nice block. Oh, okay, he fell into the thorns. Gonna get behind him. He doesn't take too much damage in his leg, to be honest. Just over me. Okay, I might get punished for this. No? Okay, that's good. Alright, big move again. Let's see what I do. SAD. No, AD. Have to go for the focus strike. Miss it, but another rune appears, so that worked out. Into AD, that's not going to reach. And I'm going to get punished? Yes. Should have dodged backwards. No, very poor. I was trying to get the counter, but I was in the wrong position. Everything was wrong there. Everything. Alright, it's off. Now where are you going? At least got the AD before he left. Some decent damage. Now you can call your mount while you have your weapon out. So yeah, make sure you do that. It just saves time rather than putting your weapon away. Alright, so I should go for another. Nope, he didn't allow me. Oh, but I got him out. That's nice. I mean, to be honest, mount. How much more damage do I get from this? Hard for me to tell. I actually don't know. I'm not sure how worth it mounts are when you're solo. When you're in a team, definitely. Block. Nice. AD. Okay. Nice God. Block this one once again. I don't know how I didn't block that. Just an easy block. You see this, guys? Even though I'm doing very poor at times, this is still a win. And it's my first time using Charge Blade. Never used it before in against this fight. I've used it before, but not in this fight. That was a nice AD. Nice AD. Oh, that was lucky. I almost get hit by that power toad. Now I should be going for SAD here, but yep. AD. Nice. That was like, I don't know, 130 damage. Good damage. Each one did like 28. Here we go. AD. SAD. But no files, but still knocked him out. Great. Okay, I'm gonna heal up. Yep. Oh no. Yeah, as you can see, sometimes he goes for the top, sometimes he goes for the double, and it's a bit tricky. That's why watching what he's gonna do is important too. Nice. Parry into SAD. Am I gonna get punished? Yep. Goes to the left. And before dodging again, I waited to see what he would do. I should have dodged out rather than dodge to the side if I wanted to dodge that. These little creatures get out of my way. Are you scared of Arkveld? Why are you just standing around? Some big ass creature right there next to you. Pull out my sword. Dodge. Oh, no, he missed me anyway. Trying to get that rune, but I don't think I can. Nice, stayed low. Nice. I ran into that power clash so I can get my Dosaguma Might on, doing more damage. Because normally those files in the head do what, 10.8 damage? With Dosaguma's Might, it does like 12.7. It's quite a nice damage boost. Thank you for the heals choice. Alright, I think we're gonna run over to the trap now. Now we've got files for SAD or whatever. Let's see what I actually do though. Okay, elemental roundhouse. Round slash. Nope, no real punish. It's fine, it's fine. Alright, now normally from here he runs over to where Ray Dao is. So far we've used Power Toads, we haven't used the Vine Trap. So I missed out on that. Now we should be able to use this rock for a good amount of damage. And Dosaguma's over there, so he's going to beat on Dosaguma. While he's beating on Dosaguma, this gives me time to get in and do my bits to him. But it seems like I didn't reach the trap. Oh, Radar's pulled up as well. What's Radar going to do? Okay, they're both squaring off. Now, while they're squaring off, I'm still going to throw hands, alright? I'm not going to wait. I'm going to do my bits, because I can get extra damage in. Yes, you can interrupt the turf war, but I have faith that Arkveld is going to be tanking shit. And I was lucky there. I almost died there. If that hit me too, I was dead. If I was just a bit more forward, but it's fine. Look at all that damage, guys. From I don't know why the damage was so much more. Oh, that hit me too. Okay, I need to heal. Yep, lightning's coming. I can see it. Oh, they both traded, I think. Yep. So it wasn't a turf war. If you don't get a turf war and they just beat on each other, that can be very useful. Because in a turf war, Radar just gets destroyed. Nice. Alright, we're gonna run to the top. Area 5 is where he's going. And in Area 5 is very important because that's where the 3 pillars are that you need to drop in him. If you drop all 3, you do that big damage, like I said, it's like 1,200 damage, and then plus the one at the bottom, like 1,500, 600, who knows. It's a lot of damage. It can be a bit troubling to get up here sometimes, but always remember how to get up here, right? If you leave it to the Sacred, sometimes they run it like back and forth like that. I think that time was my fault, but just, yeah, try to make sure you know where you're going when you get up here. Don't take too long. Okay, now you want to use your slinger. Yep, to do that. Dropped it down, nice. 464. Get my files. Go on to the AED, to the SAD. Good damage. Very good damage. And he's hungry, so now I can take more opportunities to do damage I need. That was a good counter. Another SAD. Lucky. Right in time. That was lucky. Gonna fall over? Nope. Doesn't matter though. Okay, looks like he's trying to leave now. I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can, but he's gone. Might try to flash him, but didn't make it. Now, I think he's going back to the area where he just came from, which is a bit strange. They did say in the beta there is a bit of a bug where monsters run away too often. And he just got there, and now he's running away already. And it's not even like he's going to eat, I think. I think he's just standing here. Yeah, look, he's just standing there. Like, what the point? What's the point? And I realized that I still haven't used the boulder, but come back for another sneak attack. Another 160. Gotta love it. SAD. Another stun. Let's go. Again. There we go. Okay, that wasn't a proper counter, but I'm still going for the SAD, and I get punished for it. Oh, good wounds. Wipe the booty. Nice. Now I'm in the Savage Axe mode, which I didn't use too much. Oh, nice dodge. Nice block. Going in for the AD. Yep, got the wing. And another block. Nice. And another AD. Look at that, guys. I'm getting better. Woo, broke it. Now I should. Yep, AD to SAD. No, I can't go to the SAD because my shield isn't amped up. I saw loads of wounds. I'm trying to go for the wounds now. Oh, I found one. There you go. Oh, he's enraged now. Okay, I still have the boulders to drop on him. Okay, I think both of them hit me. Nice block. Into AD. Missed. Ill-advised, but still missed. I'm punishing this. Okay, just an SAD without any files. But it's fine. If I try to recharge my files, I already got hit there. Another one? Nice. Get behind him. Got nice AD into SAD, but barely hit. Nice, and just in time to block. Alright. Now we're trying to get the boulder. Trying to lure him. It didn't really matter, he was underneath anyway. But good. And he's skulled. You see, guys, like, this is my first time, like I said, using Charge Blade against this guy in the beta. I barely used it in the beta. I know Charge Blade is pretty strong in the beta, from what I heard. But even though that's the case, I barely used the weapon. And I was able to do it with 4 weapons so far. Okay. Nice block. This is probably gonna miss too far. Yeah, too laggy. Nice. That was really good. Yep. That was expected. Overcommitted. And he's off. Guys flying off with quite a lot, to be honest. Try to low pod him, but trying to low pod a monster when they're running away doesn't really work. Definitely if they're already like airborne. So I'm just gonna skip over to where I meet him, because we've already seen this journey. Okay, straight away I'm saying I'm lowering him. I'm bringing him to his pillars. Let's get some extra damage on. Trap into pillars. I finish him off with some damage, and he's dead. There you go, guys. So yeah, guys, you know, it's possible. I did pretty well there. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, guys, if you liked me talking over my gameplay here from Charge Blade and you want to see more of this, you know, like I said, I've done it with Gun Lance, I've done it with Sword Shield, I've done it with Lance. I'm gonna try Hammer. I almost did it Insect Glaive. I'm gonna try Insect Glaive again, and maybe I'll even try Longsword and Dual Blades too. Honestly, guys, you guys can do it. He is pretty tanky. I will admit he is tanky, but if you keep it up, if you just maximize your damage output where it's needed, you guys can take him out. Anyway, guys, I think that's it for today. I'll catch you guys next time. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you later. See ya.